Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will see collaborative filtering based recommendation system. So what is basically mean by recommendation system is we see the examples like suppose two persons are there or two users are there and they are rating for the movies. Like user 1 is rating for the movie, then user 2 is rating for the movie, same user 1 is rating for movie second. Then on the basis of that we can analyze what will be the rating given by user 2 for the movie 2. So basically this is known as the recommendation system, and it works on the recommendation system of machine learning. So how it works we will see today. So recommended systems are basically of two types. It's item based collaborative filtering, and second one is user based collaborative filtering. Means when you see some websites of online shopping, when you search for something, only only you are going to search some things. Then after that, when new product related to that product will come onto their website, they will recommend you. So how it is going to do means how the algorithm or how the machine is doing this task. So by using these two recommender systems, it is happening there. So first one is item based collaborative filtering. So item based similarity doesn't imply that two things are like each other in case of attributes. Rather, it is similarity concerning have individuals treat the two given things in case of like or dislike. Means it is based on the products or items. Like if one person is purchasing something and the another person is purchasing same thing, second time again it happens. First person is purchasing one thing and second is again purchasing the same thing. So when the first person is going to purchase third thing, uh, machine automatically recommends third item to the second user also. So this type of filtering is known as item based collaborative filtering. So this is there is one common factor known as cosine similarity. Means what will be the similarity we have to consider while doing this. So that similarity is known as cosine similarity. So cosine similarity is a metric used to measure how similar the two items or documents are irrespective of their size. So we have to create such a matrix which is known as cosine similarity, which will tell us what is the similarity between the items or what is the similarity between the users and how they are related to one another. And it is based on the past history actually. Uh, when we are purchasing the things simultaneously, algorithm is learning the things like how many persons are purchasing the same thing, how many persons are purchasing same things consecutively, and on the basis of that it will create one matrix known as cosine similarity, and then it will find how many users are there, and if that users are having any similarities, then how much amount of similarity is having, and on the basis of that it will recommend the products to the users. So it measures the cosines of angle between two vectors projected in multidimensional space. This allows us to measure the similarity of a document of any type. So for this we have to use one formula where we have to calculate the cosine angles of two vectors. For that vectors we need to create, and after that we will take the or we will calculate the similarity between that two vectors using some formulas. We will see that in example. Due to multi-dimensional array, any number of variables can be used, which in turn supports large sized documents. So this is basically what is mean by cosine similarity. When we will go for the example, we will check it in detail how it actually works. Then the mathematically the cosine of the angle of between two vectors is derived from the dot product of two vectors divided by product of the two vectors magnitude. So this is the formula given to calculate the similarity between P and Q. Now P and Q are the vectors we will consider here. Then what we have to do is we have to multiply all P's with all Q's, and then we have to uh, take the uh, square root of all the p's, and we have to all take the square root of all the q's, and then again we have to multiply it. Very simple formula it is actually. When we will take example, we will get to know how it actually works. So this is the formula which we have to calculate, and where we can get the similarity between the two vectors, and by analyzing that similarities we can recommend the products, or we can recommend the items to the users. So since we are finding the cosines of the two vectors, the output will always ranges from -1 to 1, where -1 shows that two items are dissimilar, and 1 shows that two items are completely similar. So whatever the answer we will get, it will range from -1 to 1, and -1 shows that uh, the items we are checking for are totally dissimilar with one another, and when the answer is 1, so it will show that the two items are completely similar with one another. So we will take one example here so that we can get to know how it actually works. Suppose we have movie ratings given by different users in a table format. Now we are having total 3 users. You can see here we are having U1, U2, U3. Okay, we are having 5 users are there, U1 to U5, and we are having 3 movies here, M1, M2 and M3. U1 to U5 are the users, and M1 to M3 are the movies here. Now U1 is giving a rating movie 1 as a 4. We are giving the ratings out of 5. So 4 U1 is giving for the M1. Same U1 is giving for M2 like 5. It is means this table is like this, that user 2 is giving rating 5 to movie 1. User 3 is giving rating 3 to the movie 1. Likewise, this table it is there. Means which user giving what amount of rating to the which movie. This table will explain the thing. Now we will simplify this table by using this. Like when we are going for collaborative filtering based technique, first step is we have to create a sparse matrix where we write user item ratings in a matrix form. Like it is the generalized data. This is the generalized data, and according to that, or on the basis of that data, we have to create a sparse matrix here. How to write this sparse matrix? So on one side we are writing all the movies, and on another side we are writing all the users, and just whatever the data given in generalized table, we have to put it into the sparse matrix. Like U1, user 1 is giving rating 4 to the movie 1, likewise, and where blank spaces are present, there that user has not given rating to the movie, that particular movie. Like user 1 has not given the rating to movie 2, user 2 is not given the rating to movie 3, then user 3 have given all the ratings, user 4 have not given the rating for movie 1, and user 5 have not given the rating for the movie 3. This matrix we have generated from this generalized data as given in example. So this type of example they have given to us, and what we have to do, first step is we have to create a sparse matrix from the given data. Now what we have to find out here is we have to find out what will be the rating user 1 have to give to movie 2 on the basis of this data provided by the uh, means data provided in the example. Means on the basis of that data, or on the basis of past history of that user, we have to predict that what will be the rating if user 1 is giving for the movie 2? So what will be that rating? We have to predict that by using this technique. Now step 2 is to calculate similarity. Like I have said before some time that we have to find out the cosine similarity. Now to calculate similarity between movie 1 and movie 2, we will first consider or find all the users who have rated both movies. What we have to do is, now we have to check what is the similarity between movie 1 and movie 2. Now for that we have to check in sparse matrix that how many users they have given rating for both the movies, like M1 and M2. You can see here U2 has given rating for both the movies, U3 has given rating for the both the movies, U5 has given rating for the both movies. Now what we have to do is, we have to find out the cosine similarity between these between these two movies by using ratings given by these three users. Okay, means we have to find the similarity between movie M1 and M2 by using ratings given by U2, U3 and U5. Now for this we have to form the vectors. Now see, in our case, U2, U3 and U5 are given ratings for both the movies. Now we will create the vectors. Now vectors are like V1 and V2. Now see, in V1, first we have to do, like for first movie we are doing this. U2 is given rating 5 for the movie 1. That's why we have written here 5 into U2. Then 3 into U3 means 3 U3 has given rating 3 for movie 1, and then 1 U5 means U5 has given rating 1 for movie 1. That's why we have written 1 U5. Similarly, we will create the vector 2 for the second movie, means movie M2. Now check what U2 has given. U2 given 2 for the movie 2, U3 given 3 for the movie 3, and U5 given 3 for the movie 3. That's why we have written here 2U2, 3U3 plus 3U5. So this is the creation of vectors. To find out the cosine similarity between M1 and M2. First, we are finding the similarity between movies M1 and M2. Again, after some time, we will find out the similarity between M2, M3. And then afterwards, we will find out the similarity between M1 and M3. So that we will get to know what is the similarity between all the movies. For that, first we have taken M1 and M2, and for that we have created two vectors. Now, therefore, cosine similarity between movies M1 and M2 are. Now, to calculate cosine similarity, we have to use this formula. Like there we are considering B1 and B2. Here the formula is for P and Q. By using this formula, we are writing here, like for every M1, the rating given by all the users, like 5, 3 and 1. 5, 3 and 1. And then second movies are given 2, 3 and 3. That's why we are writing 5 into 2 means V1 into V2 plus V1 into V2 plus V1 into V2. That's why we have written 5 into 2 plus 3 into 3 plus 1 into 3. Next, after that we have to write all the squares of all ratings given for the movie 1, like 5. Here you can see in the formula, like pi square means p first vector we have considered and q second vector we have considered. Here v1 is the first vector and v2 is the second vector. So for v1, 5 square plus 3 square plus 1 square, and we have to add all the things and we have to take the square root of it, then into square of 2, like 4 plus 9 plus 9. Then again we have to add these things because we have considered it as a cube. Here we are considering as a v2. Then add all the thing, add all these things, uh, do the multiplication of it and take square root of it, then perform this formula. So you will get the answer 0.79. Now, as I said some time before that, whatever the whatever the similarity you will get, that will be range from -1 to 1. Now, the similarity of movie 1 and movie 2 is 0.79. Now, same things we have to perform for other two movies. Like similarity find out between other two movies. Now we will check it for the movie 2 and movie 3. For that we have to check how many users have given both the ratings. Like see, U1 has not given rating for both, U2 has not given rating for both, U3 has given the ratings for both, U4 has given the rating for both, and U5 is not given the rating for the both. Now just we have to take U3 and U4, and on the basis of that we have to find out the similarities between movie 2 and movie 3. Now check. Again we have created two vectors here. So 3, see, U3 has given 3, U4 has given 2. So 3 into U3, 2 into U4. 3 into U3, 2 into U4. Then again 1 into U3 and 2 into U4. Again 1 into U3 and 2 into U4. So here we have created the vectors for the same. Now find out the similarities between that. So 3 into 1 plus 2 into 2. 3 into 1 means P into Q plus P into Q. Same V into V1 into V2 plus V1 into V2. Like 3 into 1 plus 2 into 2 divided by square of 3 plus square of 2, like 9 plus 4, into square of 1 plus square of 2, 1 plus 4. Then add this, multiply this, take square root of it, uh, perform this formula, and then you will be getting 7 divided by under root of 65. So the final answer you will be getting will be 0.86. Now the similarity between movies M2 and M3 are 0.86. So this is the similarity. Now again we have to perform this for movie 1 and movie 3. First we have done it for M1 and M2. Next we have done it for the M2 and M3. Now we have to perform it for the M1 and M3. Same, check in sparse matrix how many users are there. They have given the ratings for both the movies for M1 and M3. See, U1 has given, U2 has not given, U3 has given, U4 has not given, U5 has not given. So only two users are there, U1 and U3. For this again we have to create those vectors like 4 into U1, 3 into U3. See, 4 into U1, 3 into U3, and vector 2 will be 5 into U1, 1 into U3. So that will be your second vector. Okay. Now again find out the similarities, like 4 into 5 plus 3 into 1 divided by 16 plus 9 into 25 plus 1, squares of all these things, and again multiply the things and take the square root of it, and you will be getting the final answer as a 0.90. Now this 0.90 will be the similarity for movie 1 and movie 3. Now what we have done here, we have calculated the similarities between all the movies with one another by using the ratings given by users for that movies. Okay. Now, so this is the final similarity matrix. Like movie 1 is similar with movie 1 by 1. Before some time I have said that when you will be getting the rating 1, then now see we have not calculated it, but we know that movie 1 is exactly equal to movie 1, movie 2 is exactly equal to movie 2, and movie 3 is exactly equal to movie 3. That's why the similarity between movie 1 with movie 1 will be 1 only. Now the diagonal things are 1 only. And after that we have find that ratings like movie 1 and movie 2 having similarities. Movie 1 and movie 2 0.79. Then uh, movie 1 with movie 3 that will be 0.90. Then movie 2 movie 2 with movie 1 will be movie 2 with movie 1 will be 0.86. Then movie 2 with movie 3 means m2 m3 that will be m2 m3 will be 0.86. Then we have to check for the m1 m3, then we have to check for the m1 m2. We have calculated all these similarities between all the movies. Just we have to put this in the matrix so that it will be simplified version of it, and we will easily get to know what is the exact similarity between all these movies. Okay. So after calculating all the cosine similarities, you have to form a similarity matrix. So this is the second step. Now the third step is, now we can predict and fill the ratings for the users for the items he has not rated yet. Like before some time we have checked the example. Now what we have to do is we have to find out what will be the rating. Like U1 has not given rating for M2, U2 has not given rating for M3. Likewise, we have to find out the ratings now. Now how to calculate that ratings? So to calculate the ratings of user 1 for movie 2, we will use the calculated similarity matrix along with already rated movies by user. Therefore, the rating will be. See, what we have to do is, we have to predict the things where that particular user has not given the rating for that particular movie. Then also we have to predict if the user want to give the rating, so what will be that rating. This thing we have to predict. For that we are using two things. First one is the similarity matrix that we have calculated by using some formulas, and we are having second matrix that is already rated movies by user. So by using these two matrices we are going to find out the or we are going to predict the ratings given by the users. Now how to do it? See, first we will do it for user 1 for movie 2. So what it will be? See, 4 into 79. So what we have to do is we have to check two matrices here. First one, check here that movie 1 has rating 4, and we have to find it for movie 2. So we are having the similarity matrix here. So it will be 4 into 0.79. Okay. Then plus IU into whatever the similarity between M2 and M3. Okay. So M2 M3 similarity we are having, like M2 is having similarity with M3 as a M2 is having similarity with M3 as a 0.1 minute. It's 0. Sorry, we have to check it with the M1. So it will be 5 into 0.90. So whatever the answer you will be getting is here like 4.5. So you have to write here in the blank space that if user 1 is going to predict the rating for movie 3, movie 2, so it will be 4.5. Similarly, there are total 4 blank spaces in our matrix. So for every space you have to calculate the thing. Suppose next we are going to calculate what is the rating given by user 2 to M3. Then it will be 5 into 0.90 will be the similarity between M2 and M3. Sorry, M1 and M3. And then 2 into 0.86, 86 will be the similarity between M2 and M3. Then By calculating it, you will be getting the rating like 3.53. Then for this you have to calculate, and then for final U5 has not given the rating for M3. For that you have to calculate this. So by using these things, you can complete the rating matrix, and every user means for every user, we can predict the rating for every movie by using the data given to us by this example. So this technique is known as item-based collaborative filtering. We will revise the things once again. Like collaborative filtering based systems are basically of two types: item-based collaborative filtering and user-based collaborative filtering, in which first we have to calculate the cosine similarities. To calculate cosine similarities, first we have to uh, uh, generate the vectors, and after generating the vectors, you have to find out the similarities between that vectors. Then whatever the example you have given, put it in correct form or put it in the matrix known as sparse matrix. Then find out the or create the vectors and find out the cosine similarities. Now we have calculated the cosine similarities for all the things. Then final similarity matrix you have to form, and after that, by using final similarity matrix and rating matrix that has given by user, we have to use that both and calculate the ratings or predict the ratings, like what rating the user will give to that particular movie. So this technique is known as item based collaborative filtering. Thank you.